If you're only here for the onesies, I regret to inform you that we have officially run out. I say we're gonna run out one of these days. We've hit the day, but I have on red, so I feel like it still counts. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luby. The channel's called Fallguys because we game sometimes. Now, I told y'all yesterday I'm doing more reactions because at the beginning of my 25 days of Luby, if you don't know, I'm filming a YouTube video and posting it every day for 25 days till Christmas. But I want to mix up the content. So for the first 6 days, straight gaming videos. Yesterday and today, reaction videos. I would tell y'all what tomorrow is, but I don't even know. So today we are reacting to Death Battle, Among Us versus Fall Guys. Now, me personally, I'm gonna go Among Us just because I feel like I like Fall Guys too, but it was pretty short-lived. I guess Among Us was short-lived too in comparison to other games, but me and my friends still go back and play Among Us from time to time just for the nostalgic purpose. I rarely play Fall Guys. Like I just uninstalled it again. I played it for a charity stream I did. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. We did a charity stream about 2 weeks ago now, I want to say. So shout out to the Indie Game Collective. That's who I did the stream with, and the game we played was Fall Guys. But other than that, Team Among Us. Let's see how this goes.
Battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
They got the sound already.
The year was 2020. The long wait as we all experienced the most viral
PC,
sensation
mobile,
in recent years.
I think console was pretty late on that, but
Among
everybody
Us.
was on it.
Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save
really
their
bean
souls
versus
from
bean.
a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are.
Wait, what? Ew.
Everybody
Why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from
I have
medical
never
training,
questioned any
electrical
of these
skills,
things.
and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards,
Swiping the
they
card
have
is
each
the
other's
worst
backs,
task.
right?
Well,
And I
success
still
is
don't think they've
always
ever fixed that.
uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us!
Among
Not us,
them.
though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting aliens! They could be anyone! Or any mad scientist in a lab coat!
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to
I've only
wrecking the
played the
ship's
new one with the
reactor.
shape
Which
shifting
can
and all
be
the new
tricky to
stuff.
fix in
And like
time,
new
even
maps.
though
I think
imposters
like
are
once.
naturally skilled at
It was still
crawling through
fun,
the
though.
vents. The crewmates need special engineered training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey
I
into
think I'm a pretty good
ejecting each
imposter.
other into space. Just
I
for
won a
being
couple
kinda
matches.
sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens.
This is pretty
And
much how
just
it
to put
goes.
it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
Now,
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
That one friend that
I
has
agree
a
with the
terrible
minimal
mic.
involved.
well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's
It's
completely random.
Ringmaster. Just to be clear, it isn't
Random
me.
starts
Definitely
with
you.
R and so does. Oh, I know who it is. It's always the red one.
Wait, what? But it isn't me. It isn't me.
I knew it. I don't know why everybody
There's
who's an imposter
usually
be like,
two
by the way, it's not me. Like, nobody thought it was you
The
until you said
imposters aren't
that.
just
That's
tricksters.
why I just
They're
sit in
also
silence and
hunters,
wait until somebody
bloodhounds
messes up
tracking and assassinating
and
crew
agree
mates
with
when they
everybody
least
else that
expect
there's
it.
a
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their frickin' tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God! Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which
I feel like
must
this
mean their
has
ability to walk
nothing
is
to do-
entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one
But
unsolvable
maybe they'll put it
mystery.
together. Because Fall Guys is not
They got
really.
human toes, buff
It's a
arms
weird
for no
matchup,
reason,
but
and can
I'm
stretch
enjoying it.
like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian
Sabotages,
angels for the
forgot
living
about
by
those.
literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, cause remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 nonillion tons of TNT.
A number so
This is
incomprehensible
about to be
you'd have to
insane,
multiply 1
'cause they
billion
have to pick,
by
like, the
1
smallest
billion
things.
twice.
More than enough to
It's not
annihilate
like
Earth
shooters
over
or characters that
160 million times, which seems like overkill for
Did you
the
say Earth was an
space
imposter?
vampires
Same.
they were fighting.
Right, the crew has crossed over with a variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
I haven't played
Including
Fortnite.
this Henry Stickmin guy.
the
Apparently,
last
he's a
video y'all saw. That's the
kleptomaniac with
last
a
time I played
surprisingly
Fortnite.
wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to
I've
life.
never noticed
These
that.
creepy Teletubbies can sketch
I
whatever
used
they
to play
want
those
into
games all the
existence,
time.
and they're
It's crazy.
suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a strange way, all of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them
McDonald's
to
chicken
band
nugget
together
shaped
no
like a
matter
crewmate
what,
sold
to
for
use all the tools
99K.
available and try to survive again and again. On
I
a
will go
ship,
cut out
on strange planets,
and make
anywhere they
chicken
may be,
nuggets.
in spite of anything that may be going on
I
in the
have
world.
chicken tenders
They either
right now.
fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Together.
Yikes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right
The
on the
Blunderdome. Natural
that
habitat
what it's
to
called?
these lovable little beings
I don't know what
known
any
as
of the
the
maps are
Fall
called.
Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by
was
natural
so
instinct,
fun,
they
just
hurdle
not
over
for
barriers
long. I
together
feel
and
like it
pass
was
through
like
various tests of strength,
Maybe
agility,
like
and
2
mental
solid
fortitude.
months.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate
Where
these
I was
bounce
watching
house courses
streamers play
get.
it
How
and
do
playing
these
it.
weebles wobble
That
through
was-
it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery
Some
that
people still
otherwise
love the
hasn't
game,
been
though.
seen
It's
since
not bad. I like the
2006.
colors
But
and
honestly,
the different
not
maps
many
and
of the
stuff.
beans
I just kinda
make
stopped playing
it.
it.
And only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be
That's
damned.
new. I
And
didn't know
over
you could
time,
do
the
that now.
beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes,
Obviously, I need to
and
get
even
back on the game,
translators that
'cause
make their
I just
nonsensical
played and I
language
didn't see any of these.
intelligible.
But even
also
at
wasn't
their
looking for it,
best,
though.
they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose.
Be number 1.
Get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny.
That's
Get
insane.
away from me.
Things in the Blunderdome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they always pop back up at the qualification stage later, completely unharmed. somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
Not a
No.
suit.
Those aren't really...
Don't say it!
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were getting weird back in
All the
2020.
beans
They
are
had
naked.
better things to do.
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear.
Ew.
This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's
Yikes.
more upsetting. That skeleton
Why
or
did
the
they make
fact
that?
these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark
They're
alleyway.
taller than me. I'm 5'9".
Thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just
That's all
flat
the
out naked.
Among Us kid.
Just swinging away. Beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys
hard.
are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the Ultimate Knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive
He's
to
not
keep
wrong.
playing the game no
Boomstick is
matter
accurate.
what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all
So they
worldly
die
and
for a
physical
second?
bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feeds.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall
I
Guys
had no
stretched so
idea
far
that
he
Fall Guys
exited
was
the
this
universe as we
interactive
know it, and then he
with
kept
their community.
going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man.
missed all of
They're
these.
Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these 6
Where-
feet tall
where does
jelly
Scooby-Doo
bean
come from?
monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed
I'm excited to see how they're gonna animate
much.
the battle.
Yeah, cool, let's
'Cause
see 'em
I
fight.
feel like Fall Guys is so bright, and Among Us is like
Wiz, you
dull-ish.
gotta play that.
Right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Definitely Death Battle. Felt that one in the soul. Okay, so we're in Among Us territory. I feel like they're missing the point. Everyone was ejected? Alright. Never mind, we're in Fall Guys territory. Yikes. How tall are the Among Us beans? It's working. Okay. Hate that emote. No way. Are we saying Fall Guys wins? It's always the red one. Ah, the skin's indestructible. Eat them. Turn into WWE very fast. Everybody else watching like, what is going on? Yeah, the amount of crossovers is insane. They forgot about the crown. I said eat them. Not in a box. He turned into homeless Squidward. No. The Fortnite emote is crazy.
KO! Oh,
I
when's
was
the
wrong.
next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, Chimp Crazy.
We broke this down into 3 categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with
Bizarre.
offense.
I
Probably all
mean,
the
the Bogus
crossovers
Among
they
Us
got.
could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence.
That's
Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man, who, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier
Among
weapons
Us
among
got
them,
this more
but the
crossovers.
Fallen
We
Guys
can
had too
come
many
back and revisit
options
this.
that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer Among Us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it, I knew that stupid robot was sus.
Sigh. So embarrassing.
The winner is the Fall Guys. And me.
Next time on Death Battle.
That next time?
Subscribe and join as a member
We're
to see
going
more
to
Death
have
Battle.
to lock
Thanks
into
for
that one.
watching.
First of all, we're definitely gonna have to watch the next one because that's gonna be crazy. But Among Us ended up losing. Not really sad about it. It's like very random games, not to pin up against each other, but in this way. But let me know what y'all thought about the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you if you've been keeping up with all 25 days. We're on day 8. I'm losing track of time, but we're on day 8. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All other links are in the description. TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, I believe. All these videos are running together. I will see y'all tomorrow.